Welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis P. Bevels. The P stands for poopy pants. Not me anymore. We got solids going on.
You got a solid one? Easy to get out?
They've been solids lately.
Easy to get out?
Yeah.
That's great. That's great news.
Oh, not easy, no. I gotta work for them, but they're
Thank you for
coming
not
up.
lying.
Oh, can I do a different pee?
Nope. Solid poop is your pee.
That's the only pee.
Celebrate it. Celebrate it.
Woo!
Okay, there we go. I'm so happy to hear about your solid poops.
Thanks. I'm so happy we're back talking about Dragula. It's so exciting and perfect because it's Halloween season. It's spooky.
Yeah, this season they decided to start the series at the beginning of October instead of the end, which I thought was a brilliant move.
I guess they did
It was
do
a brilliant
that.
move.
I'm so excited. And for once... Sorry, I thought there was an ant.
Not in my house.
That's the worst thing about ants.
We keep them in the pool house.
Is every time I feel something on me, the wind blows, I think it's an ant. Anyway, the ants are back. I'm just so excited. Finally, a TV show got 3 Chicago girls on. And you know I used to live there.
3 Chicago girls.
3 Chicago girls.
2 of which I liked. So I can't wait to talk about that.
No,
yeah,
I liked all of them. One was just young.
I'm excited for just the change of pace. Helmst ever. Mm-hmm. I must tell you. I must. Last night, I did watch it. Sorry to brag. I didn't consider the fact... This is a strong statement, but it's October, so we can be scary and mean.
Okay, tell me. I'm here for you. Strong statements.
I have a used tissue. It's just eye water, not nose water.
Strong statements.
With Darby and Elena. I think Dragula, much like Camp Wanakiki, but definitely not in as dire a need, is in need of an editor, of a new editor, an editor with a different vision. I forget just how incredibly long some of these scenes are, including them standing in the long table room, talking around the long table, cut to a commercial break, they come back to talk some more. That is not fun to watch on TV. Now, as a reviewer, I'm not looking at it like that. I need to remember what I need to talk about, so I'm just like, okay, what are they saying now? But my mother-in-law and my husband were watching it, and they don't normally watch, and my mother-in-law had never seen Dragula. She just kept saying, she said multiple times, especially the opening, this is going on for so long. What's next? She kept saying that. I love it so much, but they could have cut it down by about 30 minutes.
Okay, but here's where I will give the Boulets their props. The opening skit, intro, way quicker. I don't think it was
always really
longer
long.
Though.
Oh, it felt long.
So I agree, but I also want to give them their props.
It's definitely not to the level of
other shows.
Of Camp Wanakiki.
Don't say that.
Sorry, of the other ones. No, you know what? I am going to say that because we are reviewers, and this is not her opinion, this is my opinion. Dragula, despite their editing issues and perhaps a need for things to move a little more quickly, if you will, they still do it in a very polished, complete way. Whereas I think Camp Wanakiki, the reason I'm frustrated with Camp Wanakiki, this is my opinion, not hers. She's never even heard of that show. My frustration is it's such a fucking great idea. And they get such great talent. They need a director and an editor to get in there and be like, now let's make it palatable.
I think they need an outside.
Forever.
I think
they need an outside eye.
eye.
They need the government. They need Big Brother.
Well, I've never seen Big Brother. Something about them never being allowed to see daylight. They're just always inside. That makes me sad.
It's like The Sims. Oh, no, wait. Sims can go outside. I only had SimCity.
I never got into it.
I'm so sorry. This is not a bit. I just need to share this truth with you. We had SimCity, which is prequel to Sims, and you just built cities. And the only other Sim that we got was Sim Ant. And you had to build your own colony of ants. And that one was really fun. But your ants stayed underground. They never bothered big, beautiful women with curls.
Can I tell you, there was a weird playground play place in the neighborhood next to where I used to live when I was a kid. Now that I think about it, it was only like 4 pieces of playground equipment, but one of them was a giant wall that was plexiglass on the outside, and it was just ramps that you would go up one side and then down the other, and it was a giant ant farm. But the kids were ants.
Okay, I would love that.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
They had a giant thing of Swiss cheese, and you could crawl through the holes and like slide out and stuff. And then upstairs they had a room where the walls were some kind of weird paint where when you slapped your body across it, it left an imprint of your body in like heat activated colors.
You know, a lot of states only require you to clean a kid's play place once a year. And you know the thing that they always find in the ball pit?
Syringes. But
Yes.
yeah.
And poop.
When the playgrounds were more accessible, they just shoved their stuff in there. Because it's a neutral space.
Wouldn't it be amazing if... Now, listen, I know this
No,
makes
not a
me
maze,
sound...
a ball pit.
Thank you. I know this makes me sound like a liberal hippie freak. Wouldn't it be kind of cool if we had like mental health and drug rehabilitation programs available to people?
No.
Oh, okay.
I will
Sorry.
walk off.
You're absolutely right. I'm sorry.
Should we talk about Dragula?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Let's get into it. Now, they enter into a cinema lobby. They enter through a long hallway where someone jumps out at them. And it's very fun and very scary. For them, probably. I wasn't scared.
It's fun until a moment happens, and it took me so out of it. I was so mad. But that's because I'm an ally.
This is in no particular order. Let's start with Scylla. She was controversial because you could see the edges of her breastplate. Otherwise, she's like a Triton.
She's Chicago girl #1.
She's Chicago.
Full transparency, trans rights. We did not know her. She's very
No, I
young.
remember her, but she was definitely like joining like right as we left. Like, I think we were seeing more of her right as we left. Because I remember meeting her at a Circuit Mom thing. And I thought she looked so cool. I'm pretty sure.
Then if you met her, I did, and I remember her.
Super sweet girl.
Her entrance, yeah, here's the deal. She was so fucking annoying. And I love that for
If you're going to come loud,
I love
if you're
that.
going to come annoying, you can't have visible... You can't give anyone the ammo, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's something to be said for a delusion of that grandeur. Like, it's...
Oh, I wish we had it.
I don't wish we had that. That's a little too
If we had
extreme.
just a
I wish I was
little bit
more
of a
like
delusion.
Pheromone. But this one, not necessarily.
No, we love Pheromone.
No, I know, but she's got the right amount of delusion, babe. I can't stop crying. I'm so upset by this look.
Keep the tissues over here.
I am. She looked like crap, but she did not know that she did, and I live for that.
Yeah, it's fun to watch.
I'm so happy, controversial. I'm so glad she got the scroll because I do believe she was in danger of going home.
Silly.
And I'm so glad she didn't. You can absolutely hate a TV character. You can be annoyed by a TV character, but you can't deny that you're happy they're there. I'm so happy that she's so annoying. I hate her so much, and I'm so happy for it.
So
Thank you.
I felt a little stronger by our next contestant, Desiree Dick. She came in hot.
I love her. I love her. I love her.
She came in hot. My favorite thing she's ever done
in one episode
was later. She's like, "I'll cut you," and then she puts her hands right here and she goes, because her thing was sharp. Her headpiece was sharp.
We have all been out late one night. We're not ready to go home yet. All of our friends have already left the bar. So we go outside, begrudgingly calling an Uber, but kind of hoping that we'll see someone else we know so we don't have to go home. And while we're waiting for that Uber, there is one queen smoking a cigarette and chatting up the closest person to them, and that is her. And every talking head...
In my mind, I'm outside Berlin.
I'm just thinking... I just want to get in my cab. I loved her. I hated her. I'm obsessed with her. It looked better as a promo look. It was unfortunate that the headpiece kept falling down, but I thought it was kind of campy and fun.
It was kind of campy and fun. When Yuri said she looked like a chicken, I did laugh, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Pie, comma, sweet as, because she seems really sweet and like the cheerer on of the group.
Her.
She was the fun mom. She's really cool. I did like her makeup, and I liked how excited she was to be there.
Yeah.
I recognized myself in Pie.
I was very happy to meet her.
Jaharia.
I
Yes.
love this bitch.
I love Jaharia.
I love her.
Polish, sparkle, not
She
sparkle,
has
plaster.
the best talking heads.
Fun energy.
Yeah, and she gives beauty, but also scare. She's the kind of monster that I really vibe with.
Yeah,
I'm very excited for her.
Severity Stone. She did say one of the funniest things I've heard in a long time, saying, "I was born and raised against my will in Boston, Massachusetts."
Yeah,
that made me laugh.
That
And
did
then,
make me laugh.
unfortunately, that's where it ended for me. She seemed from the jump pretty sleepy.
But she's the girl that when I get to a dressing room, I'm sitting down next to because she will whisper the meanest, fucked up shit you've ever heard.
This is so fun.
But
What a
she'd
fun
be
way to think about this.
Yeah, that's not how you think about things.
No, I just say what they're wearing and then I...
Oh, she's a sleepy reality TV contestant, but she is the best Kiki in the dressing room.
Oh,
I promise
for sure.
you she is.
Yeah.
And even though I didn't love her look. There were elements to it that I thought were really polished and interesting.
Oh, yeah. I like her makeup. Anti-heroin.
Ah!
Anti-heroin, we did meet. We got to be around quite a bit.
Didn't she do Darby Wins a Talent Show?
I believe she did.
She's
I know.
the nicest person.
Oh my God, the sweetest. And actually, in real life, I kind of felt like very soft-spoken, very chill. Like
I was not
a
expecting this
lovely
personality that we get from her.
Yes, but I love it. She was the only one in Long Hall, Scary Hall, that was giving anything. She was yelling and
yeah, Long Scary Hall was kind of a bummer.
It made me laugh.
I hope they don't repeat that. But she looks incredible. This is a
Her
very
makeup
signature
is insane.
look for her.
In a good way.
And I was so excited for everyone to meet her.
I'm so excited to root for her this season.
Being polarizing.
Oh, I can see her going all the way.
Oh, for sure.
This is not only are we biased, but this is a front runner.
She's one of the most polished
and
monsters.
Deserving. She's like a really, really cool, good person.
She wants everyone around her to do well, unless you're her own drag daughter.
I think
and then she's going to make fun of you on the show.
I know,
which was so funny.
But she had to do that because you have
her drag daughter was crazy. I loved it.
Yeah. Back from the grave, it's Majesty, formerly James Majesty. What did you think about this?
Okay, can I be very honest with you? I know the name James Majesty, but I did not watch their season, so I don't know anything about them.
Oh.
So I didn't feel...
You didn't watch? It was season 2.
Yeah, I don't think we did season 2.
I saw her, you might have been there at Austin's International Drag Festival. She had a Dum Dum lollipop and she put it in her butt and then she put it in her mouth.
Haven't we all done that? I know that there were some rumblings about her returning to a regular season instead of a Titans. As someone who doesn't really have a frame of reference for her, and also it's reality TV, nothing matters, I thought she looked good.
I remember she got in her own way during her season, and she was kind of her own downfall. So I'm all for second chances. I'm all for a rebrand. I think this is great.
What do you say to second chances? What do you say to jumping off the edge? Sorry, didn't mean to trigger you. That was Celine.
Also, second chances, Yuri, all the way from New Zealand.
Drag Race Down Under,
She was on another show called Drag Race Down Under.
Perhaps you've heard of it.
She didn't feel represented there.
We've never seen it.
She looks great.
Her makeup is stunning.
Her makeup is stunning. I've been following her on Instagram because of her makeup for way longer than Drag Race Down Under existed. She was kind of one of the original Insta makeup girlies.
Oh, yeah. I used to connect my cheek contour to my lips like her because I just thought that was so incredible.
Cool.
There was a moment in time where that worked for all drag queens. Now I think it's very much its own style. And then there was one person who never give makeup advice unless someone asked. There was a person at a show where I have my face like that. I have a full night ahead and it's too late. The face is done. I've got powder, I've got setting, it's done. And someone comes up to me to tell me how unflattering it was. And it made me look, I can't remember the exact word they used, but it was not a nice word. I just spiraled the rest of the night.
Who was it?
Yeah. And now they're dead.
One time that same person and I were in Target and I picked up something. I thought it was cute and I go, "Ooh, what about this?" And they yelled at me.
Yeah.
Raised voice. And they said, "No, Alexis, you have to start wearing things with sparkles on it." And I was like, even if you're right, don't come at me with this energy. That's so rude.
You know that I had to go get coffee with them because they didn't like our energy. Like I wasn't respecting them enough in this stupid show that we were doing. It was the most gaslighting. Yes.
You had to go to coffee over that?
Hour and a half. It was the most gaslighty conversation. Anyway, they're dead. It doesn't matter. To us. Sorry. Oof. I should have been clearer.
Vivi the Force. I liked her makeup. I liked her look. She's a little quiet.
Yeah.
She's a little quiet.
She was very quiet, but the look was really impressive.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like their energy.
Aurora. I'm so excited to see Aurora on my TV.
She looks amazing. That look is incredible.
Yeah, it looks like
she makes everything.
In Death Becomes Her, the lady with the potion or whatever. But
Michelle
in different
Williams
colors.
from
But in different
Destiny's
colors.
Child. She was actually the first person I ever bought a wig from. I was not expecting this entire episode out out of her. I was not expecting this Scylla thing. I wasn't I get the whole, like, what can glamour be horror? We have this discussion every fucking season.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think her runway helped her in that conversation. But I just
Not
didn't
this
expect
time.
people to come for her the way they did. That was wild.
Yeah.
And by people, I mean one person.
Asia Consent. This is what
This
took
makes
you out.
me so mad.
Long haul scare. The person took their wig. What do you mean? In haunted houses, it's illegal for them to touch you. Because as far as I'm saying, if you touch me, I get to touch you back.
Oh.
They took her wig.
They took her wig, okay, which I thought was like, oh, ha ha ha, funny, funny, funny. They didn't take anything from anyone else. And then the entire rest of the opening, her intro to Dragula, she's wigless, in a wig cap.
And why didn't
Why
she
did they do that?
And why didn't she explain, like, they fucking took my wig. This is not a joke.
And why did they do that? What kind
And
of
why did they
storyline
never
was
address
that?
it?
Why
And
did
why
they never
pick
address
the trans
it?
girl?
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Now that I
was
see the wig,
so
it's really
weird.
cool and it goes really good with
that
her
was
makeup.
so weird. It was so weird. And then they
You
go
don't know
into
what's-
sorry, I'm so upset by this. They go into the fucking theater. They're all sitting down, they're watching the big message or whatever. They keep showing everyone's fake reactions, and then they keep having to cut to this woman without a wig. And I'm like, wait, the bit is over. We're out of the hallway. What is this?
Also, you
Why
don't
are
know
we
what's
doing
going
this?
on.
It
If
was
you were
so
to try to snatch
weird.
my wig, it would hurt so bad because there are pins all up in there.
And if you tried to snatch mine, good luck. I'm bald.
Gray matter is the
Oof.
last of the crop.
So hot.
Okay, yes. But let's talk about the...
Oh,
I
sorry.
loved it. Monster.
Yeah, super cool.
I love a little goblin, a little, like, upturned nose, teeth.
And I love how hot they are.
They're
That's
from
important.
Houston, Texas,
And they're
which is where
hot.
I lived when I was, that's where I'm from.
They're very
technically.
hot.
And they got a quiet energy about them that's like exudes confidence. Also, they said something really funny when they said, like, everyone's getting out of drag and now I know why they say hello uglies.
Because they're hot.
The main drama seemingly is, why are you here? Why is James here? James has already had their chance. Why is Aurora here? She's not. Although I loved Aurora's response. It's like, why are you here? You're not very monstery. And Aurora's like, oh well, I'm here now.
Who cares? Yeah,
Who
she goes,
cares?
I'm here now.
I
Who
loved
cares?
it. I loved it.
Yeah.
That's the response. Because dost thou protest too much? I don't want to hear you be like, of course I'm a monster. I want to hear you be
Did
like,
you just Shakespeare?
well, I shook my finger.
Oh, you Christian. That's Bible.
Scylla, I get the impetus to like stir up drama and get more airtime, but it's a little young, a little, what's that word when you don't like yourself?
Hurt yourself today. I hurt myself today.
Insecure.
Oh, sure.
Insecure.
I will say, I can't tell if this is put on or not, or if this is actually how she feels. But again, I want to reiterate that without her, this episode would have been a lot more boring.
That's true.
And hate her all you want, but show the respect that a true villain deserves.
Yeah.
She is a fucking mess. She's so annoying.
She thinks she's amazing.
She thinks she's amazing. Her drag mother openly hates her. I
don't think she
love
hates
her
her.
so much.
Well,
Scylla
and
is
of course,
it.
when they're doing the haunted house, of course she finds the scroll with immunity. So whoever finds the scroll can't go home this
Thank
week.
God.
Can't be up for extermination.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Because she would have gone home. I'm
fun.
so happy she's there.
I'm so
and
happy.
Don't be mean to her online. That's
No,
so
no,
dumb.
no.
Text me, though. Tell me what you think.
Yeah. Her number is 920.
Thank you.
940.
Yes, it is.
911. The haunted house was fun. They tried to suck their faces off.
That was intense.
That was crazy. You know that the Blvd brothers, their big Halloween bash?
Yeah.
They're having like haunted house and stuff there.
That's scary.
I want to go.
We've never been. Let's go.
Do you think they would let us come?
Oh, for free?
Well,
Probably not.
I don't know about free, but do you think they would like let us come?
Yeah, if we bought a ticket, I bet they'd let us in.
Okay.
Did you see that TikTok that's going around?
Bobby,
A
Baba,
guy
a
put-
girl behind you.
Nope, not that one. The one with the guy puts pantyhose over his face, so his face is kind of smushed, and he's like every character from an N64 game, like GoldenEye or whatever.
Oh.
The faces always look a little fucked up.
That's
So when
funny.
they did that with putting the oxygen over their face, and you just see, I can't remember who it was, but someone's entire face was pressed up against this plastic. Makeup, eyelashes everywhere. I was thinking, that is violent.
That's so
That was
crazy.
so crazy.
I would be down, but you can't touch me.
You can't touch my
You can't
face.
touch me.
Well, that's why we'll never go on Dragula, because we know that you have to sign all that away. Speaking of signing away, do you want to hear something insane? This woman has an allergy to dairy, and I'm not blaming her for her own death, but I do think she played a part in it. She's deathly allergic to dairy, and she's at a Disney resort, and she's like, is there any dairy in this? And they're like, no, there's no dairy. Don't be insane. And she's like, I'm allergic. And they're like, no problem, you crazy, crazy woman. Here, eat this cheese. So she eats something that had dairy in it. She goes into shock. She dies. Which, like, okay, it's not her fault. But if you have an allergy so extreme to something that is so common, wouldn't you have an EpiPen? It's not her fault. It's a little her fault. It doesn't matter. Her husband obviously is trying to sue Disney. They turn around, they say, you can't sue us. Do you know why? Because when they signed up for Disney Plus, the streaming service, in the terms and conditions that you just automatically agree to, says that you can never sue Disney.
Yeah. We should have that for our show.
That's incredible. It's
should have
so
that.
sad. It's so sad.
No,
and we're
no,
so sorry
that's
for
really sad.
her loss and hearts and thoughts.
But at least she got to eat cheese before she went out.
Yeah, she never got to eat cheese. It's like when dogs are dying, so they give them chocolate so they can taste it.
Oh.
Maybe that was her plan all along.
Maybe. The challenge is reimagining horror icons.
One of my
this
favorite
is so
Dragula
fun.
runways. I love
I'm
it.
so excited.
Foreshows.
Should we
Apologies.
just get into it? Let's start with the best of the best. Let's start with Asia Consent as art. The Clown from The Terrifier. Those movies are fucked up. You would never like them.
Are they terrifying?
They're really gross.
No, thank you.
But I love what she did. She looked great.
I have no frame of reference, but I was obsessed. The trash bags at the bottom.
Yeah.
The way everything was kind of interwoven, and it was so well done. And then she did the most disgusting floor show.
Yeah. Poopy.
My mother-in-law was like, what is this? And I was like, maybe look away for this part. I was blown away by her.
Enthralled.
I love her.
Yeah. Gray Matter, reimagining Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy.
Gross.
It was really gross. It was really spooky.
He had a rib cage for a skull.
Oh, is that what that was?
I don't know. It's what it looked like to me. Now listen, I'm not a scientist, but I am a Christian. I don't think that's what a skull looks like. Oh, was he being a monster?
Anti-heroine as the plant from Little Shop of Horrors.
Audrey 2, if you will.
That's so clever. Yeah. It's not really one you would think to do for this. But it's in the title, Little Shop of Horrors. And that plant does eat everybody.
And she got a plant pussy.
Let me tell you something. When I was in high school,
dentaticata.
I was deep undercover as a boy.
Tooth.
And I got cast as Seymour in Little Shop of Horrors. And
that blows my mind.
I blew everyone's mind. It was a very good performance.
You're an incredible singer.
But I'll tell you what.
Like, you don't believe in yourself.
No, of course not. That's why I'm a drag queen. Seymour wears glasses for first act, takes his glasses off during Suddenly Seymour's your man. The character,
Cures
not
vision.
the actor.
Cures vision.
Right. My vision bad. I was very method, so I put the tape on my actual glasses. I took them off. I did the whole second act. No glasses. Could barely see a thing. One time we did a matinee for like elementary schools. They would bus the kids in. They'd see the show. And then
it's a scam.
The side of the theater where I would go after I take my glasses off to get more meat for Audrey 2. It was the cafeteria. I go out there. I forget the meat. I forget the prop. You had to set your own props back then. I think no glasses. I turn around. The entire school, my school, is there. And they're all looking at me. And I'm like, do you have anything that looks like meat that I can borrow? It was so fun.
Oh, it was a full cafeteria?
Yeah, because it was during lunchtime. It was a matinee for the elementary school kids. But my peers were at lunch.
Oh my God. It was string cheese, wasn't it? Was it string cheese?
Yeah, and then she died because she was allergic.
But she has a Disney Plus account, so her family's fucked.
Yeah.
I thought this was brilliant.
Loved it.
I loved it. I love a surprise pussy
Venus
moment.
Fly, Pussy.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Snatch. Another one I loved was Majesty. Post-apocalyptic Dracula chair.
Yeah, I liked it. I fucking loved it. I love a prop. That chair. That was a lot of prop.
Come Blood.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I really like. And barefoot, but still wearing heels. Loved it.
Cunt.
The Pinhead by Vivi the Force. I thought the Pinhead was good. She didn't have it on her face, and I know real Pinhead does. So maybe that's what that judge was talking about.
I liked it when I was watching it, because I liked how big those are long pins. Okay. But then once the judge pointed out they were different colors.
That's the thing about Dragula is I don't know about this. And then sometimes the judges tell me and then I know.
You're kind of like that with this show too, though.
What about with everything?
You just never know what you think and then I tell you what to think.
I don't think that's true.
Yes, you do.
You're right. Desiree Dick. She was a Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic.
Again, she's outside.
This was crazy.
So what are you doing? What's your night like? What are you doing?
This
You
was
having fun?
this was crazy.
I liked it. I did see on the internet, sorry to brag, I do have internet access. I did see that people were saying, like, I didn't get it. It doesn't look like a Five Nights at Freddy to me. It doesn't, but I did to me. It was robot bear, right?
Yeah, sure.
I liked it.
Cool. This is Jaharia, and I guess she was Creature from the Black Lagoon, maybe?
Yes,
Or
that's why she's in
something?
black and white. Because the movie's in black and white. She did it all in black and white.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm obsessed with her. She speaks to me.
It's really well done. The only thing was I didn't understand what it was at first. I knew it was like a sea creature.
And it was really beautiful. I liked
I
it.
agree. I thought Pie's Beetlejuice worm was really beautiful too. I guess the judges thought it was a little simple.
Well, there was no performance element. So something we forget a lot is the performance element is a huge part of the floor show, unlike a drag race runway. So it looked amazing, but her performance was deep-throating her own tail, which, let's be honest, anyone could have done that.
We all would have done that.
You know what I mean?
I do love that they
But it's
comment on
really
the
well
craftsmanship
done.
though, because
Oh,
that's
it's
something
incredible.
that I feel like should get points.
Yeah.
Okay. When I first saw Scylla's human centipede, I thought it was really striking and cool. But then once you look at it,
The initial shot of her was, whoa, and we got a close-up of the head and the butt. You're immediately like, oh, fuck, human centipede. Then they turn the lights on her.
have you ever seen human centipede?
No, I think I get it.
Oh,
I don't need
yeah.
to see
No,
it.
you get it.
Listen, I don't need to eat shit from a butt. I don't. I love the idea, and I love that she thought it was good. It was so bad.
Yeah, it's a real fun thing for her
Love.
to just believe that she didn't need
Believe
that.
in yourself.
Yeah.
And then for her to eat poop from a butt, from a what was clearly like a sex toy, you know, those like the little pussy.
Oh, it was
and butts?
just the
I
pussy
want
butt.
that.
You want that pussy thing?
Yeah.
Well, maybe
You
next
know,
time
I-
Adam and Eve has us do,
We do
we do an Adam and Eve.
this month, yeah.
Oh, cool. Maybe you'll get that.
Yeah.
Aurora, she was the mummy. I really liked it once I could see it up close. Unfortunately, I do agree with the judges. It kind of just looked like a white. I don't know what it looked like to me. I was having trouble understanding.
She just needed shadowing. It's white wrappings that under light just look like white cloth. She should have done some shading to make
Well,
it look used.
Did you
make it
see?
look old,
She just
make it look
posted
yellow.
a new video about her merch, and she redid it, and it's like neon green, like bandage wrapping. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I liked where her head was at. Unfortunately,
And I like the little peaks of green skin underneath. I get the vision. It didn't.
the green skin underneath doesn't match the green on her face, though. Like a newscaster.
And then we had Yuri as Dracula with bangs.
That
That was
was
weird.
iconic
That was
to me.
weird.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be Dracula as a bat, by the way. I have bangs. I loved it. It was so stupid. I will say she looked like Eeyore in the like full velvet
The
bodysuit. was great.
Beforehand was great. I would
Yeah.
have just been fine if she stayed that.
I agree. It was a shame that she transformed into Eeyore with bangs.
You know, another part when I was in theater was when I fast forward a couple of years. It was after college, and I was the swing for the junior production of Beauty and the Beast at the Royal Shakespeare Theater on Navy Pier. And I got to go on a lot because the guy that played LeFou went out, so the chorus member stepped into his spot, and then I took the chorus member spot. And the chorus member one time got to be a gargoyle. And I just sat on the stage like that until somebody wasn't looking. And then I like did something. I also got to be the Beast double. So in the very beginning, he's just a prince. He goes away. I come out and I'm the Beast. And then at the end, I'm the Beast again. We switch places. I go up in the air, and then the light hits, and I'm like, oh, and then I come down and we switch places again, and he's a bird. So I got to, but the thing is, I want to say is that the when I was the gargoyle, I had to wear this exactly. Like wings and silver bodysuit.
What do you think people would find interesting in what you just said?
Well, that I previously was a successful actor. I worked for William Shakespeare.
Yeah, you're wrong.
And then finally, Severity Stone as the Candyman. I love the idea to pick Candyman.
And I loved it as a costume
But not
out in
for-
the world.
Yeah, I loved the bees and the thing. It was really cool.
And the coat was close to, in my mind, what the coat was like
But
in
it
the
wasn't
newer
for
one.
it wasn't for a floor show.
But it wasn't for a floor show.
Yeah.
If anything, it just needed more. It needed more fabric. It needed more bees. There just weren't enough bees.
We do have a winner. It's actually going to go ahead and be Asia Consent, which I think is great.
Without a doubt.
Fantastic.
Without a doubt.
We know Scylla has the immunity. She decides to use it for herself very wisely.
Wow. And I love that Big Boulay even said that later. She's very wisely chosen to use it. And still Scylla, it went right over her head.
Yeah.
Love it.
And shocker, you're all going to choose who among you will be up for elimination. So let's go one by one down the row, and you all have to say.
You have to vote.
That's
Can I ask you why you thought that was
crazy.
shocking? Here's the thing. You're not ready for this. The Boulays are more than just entertainers. They're responsible humans who want us to remember that our voice and our vote matters. They knew this would premiere a month before the election, and they planted this idea in our heads. So as we're watching them vote and having to choose someone, even though they don't really want to choose one of those people, that's what we would be doing a month later. So I just want to say thank you, Boulays. I am registered to vote, and I'm gonna do it. Even if it is in an elementary school and I don't feel safe there. But they can't vote for Scylla, which is a bummer. So they end up voting for, everyone votes for everyone.
Everyone
seemed
votes for
a
everyone.
free-for-all.
It's pretty, Aurora had like 3 votes and that got her into the bottom.
I thought she had 2.
Or yeah, something crazy
She only
like
had
that.
2.
It sucked that she got thrown in there. But Severity makes sense to me.
Severity and Aurora are in the bottom. They have to go swimming with sharks without a cage. I know that they're not in any real danger.
Yeah, because it's very clearly like a group that does that, like takes people out for
But-
tours. Scary.
Scary. I don't do ocean if I can't see the floor. I don't go in if I can't see under. So the fact that they even had to get in the ocean is terrifying.
My favorite thing to say when people very clearly put themselves in a situation they don't want to be in is, baby, if you didn't want to get bitten by snakes, why did you lower yourself into a pit filled with snakes? And it's the same thing.
Okay.
I don't
quickly,
want to.
Sorry, and not to call you out, but I have been your friend for much too long. You've never once said that.
Well, you don't do anything. So, of course, you don't get yourself in those situations.
I'm sorry, are you throwing stones in your glass house full of ants?
I would love to throw Severity's stone, but she's going home.
Yeah, so unfortunately, even though they both swim with sharks, Severity gets murdered by a mirror.
I don't say that. I don't say my snake speech to you. It's more like I say it behind people's backs.
Yeah, and you say things behind people's backs all the time to me. I've never heard you say that. I'm just saying, if you're gonna say, I always say it,
Okay,
then always
but
say it.
you also don't listen to me a lot.
Damn it, Bethel.
And that's why it works so well, because
Damn
I
it.
don't need to be heard all the time.
That is so true. You know what? Listen to her. For the first time ever, I'm going to listen to her. We should not hear her. No one hear her.
No.
All right, well, that was the end of Dragula episode 1,
I am
series
so
666.
excited for this season.
I am too. I will not be making my mother-in-law watch it again, though. I think
No.
seeing the rimming
I
of the
watched
poopy
it.
was enough.
I watched it with boyfriend. And
Because don't
he,
you think your parents are already thinking about you rimming poopy butts?
Yeah, probably.
That's what they think.
I
this
watched
all
it with
is.
boyfriend, and he was like, "When's the next episode? I want to watch." So I think we might watch
Really?
it together. Yeah, but I told him if it interferes with filming, I have to watch without him.
I'm happy to work around his schedule.
No.
I want to keep encouraging this relationship because number 1, you are much nicer, but number 2, I really dig him a lot.
He's really sweet.
I'm so
isn't he?
excited
He's
for. I
the
know
best.
it's still kind of new, but I'm excited for the IMHO family
He
to
saved
get to know
he
him.
saved me yesterday from ants. There were ants, and he saved me, and I
Yeah.
got to stay at his house, and it was great. There was a moment. There was a moment yesterday. I just started sobbing because I found another ant on my body, in my bed, and I went outside to Kevin, and I was like, I don't want to live back there anymore. And I just started crying, and he was so sweet, and I was like, can we trade rooms? And he was like, yes. And then today he was like, okay, I'm gonna start packing up my stuff, and I was like, hold on, I don't want to move if we're gonna move again in 2 months. I don't want
Yeah.
to switch rooms. I
Yeah.
just want to deal with it.
He's so sweet.
He's so sweet. And then he was like, it's okay, I figured.
What a
He's the
sweet
best.
boy.
He's the best.
And that body. Good for him. All right. Well, we will be back with more. Oh, absolutely. We are 100% aware of what's happening on the Philippines. We are obsessed. I think what we're going to have to do is just one big giant final episode.
yeah.
We are going to wait until someone is crowned. And by someone, we mean Maxi. And then we're just going to like ride that into the sun. It is coming. We are watching.
We're sorry.
So
It's been
excited.
too-
Isn't it exciting
It's
though?
so exciting.
I'm so excited.
There's just been so much and like personal and all of it. So
we have
it's
worked
coming,
a lot of
it's
events
coming.
recently, which is really exciting, but it does take a lot of time away.
And also,
I did
you
get to see a
have
woman's
had
bone pop out.
you have had so many house guests.
Thank you, and stop being one. All right, well, if you enjoyed that, hit that subscribe button, go to notification bell.
Patreon.com/IMHOtheSHOW.
Cameo, you heard me,
and
right?
Cameo, you can get a Cameo.
Dragqueenmerch.com.
And remember, full size.
Don't hear her.
Yeah. If you heard all the things I ever said, it would be tough.
Oh, God. Yeah, that was tough for me to listen to.
Okay, wait. Hold on.
Oh, no, she's fucking with her head again. You know what? If you keep doing that, people are not going to believe that that's your real hair.
No, everyone knows I have dark hair and glasses and I'm fat.
You little chubby brunette bitch. I get that you don't want to be tagged every time someone sees a cute little chubby brown head lady with glasses. But think about it from my point of view though, right? People tag me all the time whenever they see a beautiful blonde, skinny model. They tag me. Do you know how difficult that is for me to maintain this body standard of skinny? Oh, okay. So we were having a meeting yesterday, a business meeting with a business that we can't tell you about unless you're on Patreon, you already know about, but just don't tell the people. And we were meeting with like the boss.
Oh, yeah.
And we were talking about that we were similar in age, but he looks so much older. And I didn't say that, he said that, and I just agreed. Because that's the best thing to do. You can't lie to a boss.
No.
And he said it's because he lost a lot of weight. So I was like, oh, that's amazing. I've been skinny my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And he did not think that that was as funny as I said.
That's going to be our boss, Darby. You
I
have to
know.
be nice to him.
He laughed. He
Suck a
laughed.
stick. I felt like a proper woman because during the whole business meeting, he only looked at you. He didn't really look at me at all.
But yeah, because I was the boy in the room.
Yeah, that's true.
No, that man is straight.
No, he was so
unfortunately.
nice. I'm excited to work with him.
No, I know. That's why I had a crush on him, because he was nice. Anyway, I don't think I've talked about this on the show yet. Have I?
Bone?
Bone.
Yeah, go for it.
I already did it?
I don't think you did.
It doesn't matter. If you've already heard this story, it's fine. You rewatch these episodes. I married a straight couple, I know. Believe me. I know straight marriage isn't legal in all 50 states yet, but I wanted to do my part to show that I am ally. I'm supposed to be doing all of this, like, extra stuff during the reception. I'm the one that's like, hey, everyone get ready for Hava Nagila, you know, such as. And we did eventually Hava Nagila, but everything had to be put on hold. Hang on, the story is so important.
Record scratch.
They were doing this thing where they had a wheel, okay? I think they have a little bit of money because I can't imagine a person like us doing this, but they had a wheel of all these honeymoon destinations and they were going to spin the wheel and wherever it landed was where they were going to go on their honeymoon, which again sounds like somebody has money in order to do that. But they were like, go get the wheel, move the wheel into DJ. So you be next to DJ, we do wheel, we do mic, we do DJ. So I go to the front room to get the wheel. Can't get the wheel, there's blood everywhere. Okay. An older woman was in the photo booth. She picked up a fake boombox. She dropped it on herself, then fell, and her bone popped out. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to get the wheel right now. I go back to the bride to be like, hey, I can't get to the wheel. There's so much blood. I didn't consider the fact that it was her wedding, and so people were probably downplaying it for her. I was just like, oh my God, I can't complete this task. I have to tell her why. And so I go in and I say, hey, I can't get the wheel right now. There's so much blood. And the paramedics are in front of it. And she goes, paramedics? I thought it was just a little blood. And I was like, oh, no, there's bone. And then, which is what she did. And that's when I realized my mistake. That everyone was trying to protect the bride.
Okay, but a true friend tells the truth.
And I'm not her friend, but I guess I am now. I would love to be. She's beautiful. We'd fight.
Is
but
that
thankfully,
what we fight so much?
because old
Because I'm
ladies.
beautiful?
No, that's not even close to the reason why. But old lady gets taken out by ambulance. So by the time the ambulance leaves with old lady and all of her bone, we have to do everything at once. So it actually worked out in my favor, which usually when old people get hurt, it does bring me some sort of joy. But this one meant that I just got to hang out at the reception with my friends the whole time. My friends being all of the new people I met, and some twinks with poppers. I don't understand that. Don't do poppers at a wedding. And I got to just like hang out, all because that old woman lost all that blood.
Do you know if she recovered?
No. And you know what? That's not for me to know.
Oh.
I don't even know her name. Why do I need to know about her bones? I've already seen it. Listen, if I've seen your bone, I don't need to know anything more about it.
Where was the bone coming out
Leg.
of? Leg? That is scary.
Anyway, thank you so much for coming to my TED Talk. And next time you're near a photo booth with an old lady in a boombox, get ready. You're about to see bone. Goodbye.
I just wanna be part of your symphony.
Bone.